Dear respected teacher, dear all friends, today September 7th, 2021, we are in road retreat in Samula, Santana. Well, welcome and thank you for being here. Uh, Today I would like to share a little bit about the title is if you had if you only had one day left to live. This topic reminds me a lot and also really interesting because that can make me more pay attention about my life. I mean, because normally we don't thinking about the death or something happened. We don't want to think about that. And normally we think we're still alive very long time. I guess maybe 100 or 1,000 years. But in Vietnam we have the sentence is mộ hoang còn lắm tuổi còn xanh. Mộ hoang nhiều lắm tuổi còn xanh means among the wild graves there are many who are young, and you can see that many people, even though they just were born and something happened. And I remember in the sutra, one time Buddha asked his students, like, the question is like, how long you can live in your life. And the first student, he said, well, my life very long. I think 100 years. And Buddha said, are you sure? Okay. Another one. And the second student, he said, dear Buddha, my life around 50 years. And Buddha still. And another student, he said, my life is only one breath. And Buddha, you can see the Dharma, you can see very deeply. The life, only one breath. What does it mean? Because when we look more deeply in our body, we can see that very clear. Every cells, they were born and they died, right? Every second. And that's why in our tradition, Thầy mentioned us about like, we don't celebrate together like happy birthday. Congratulations, not happy birthday. Là chữ gì? We don't use happy birthday. We use continuation day. That means we continue. And if we celebrate about the cells were born or dead, Thầy said we don't have enough time, because every second Every second, many cells die and many cells were born, right? And even though now we stay here, totally we are different in the last second. And that's why that story reminds me a lot about how to live in my life. I want to wait if I can, because I know impermanence, the life can happen every second. And I really love, usually when I talk to someone, I always talk like this is the last talk. This is the last walk. That's right. Because we cannot swim in the river two times at the present, right? The river flow every second, every time we become totally different. And that's why I never, or I don't want to wait if I can do something. First in my body, in my mind, in my family, my friends, my brothers and my sisters. Because I'm not sure. And I also thinking about, like if you are the new practitioner, you just know about the plant village or some traditions. And at beginning, you always have a lot of good feelings or some insights or some liberation, right? We liberation, something like that. One day, only one day, you total, you became different person already. But when I look more deeply about that, and I see somehow the new practitioner, they practice very solid. They practice so very solid. Only one day. But somehow 1 year, 10 years, it normally, one day we have like this level and 10 years maybe very high, right? But something wrong. Because after many years we practice, somehow we go back, we reverse. Do you believe it? I believe it. I have my young brother. When he was aspirant, he practiced so very well, very well. And I told him like, I want to mention you. Tomorrow you will ordain, and you can see more deeply. You practice not well like as an aspirant. He 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 doesn't agree about that. Yeah, for sure, because he's practiced so well. Yeah, he doesn't agree. And after a few years, I remember, and one time he came to me, he drank tea and he hang out with me, and he shared, "You are right. You are right." Because now I look at my mind, my practice, and I feel I'm go back. Why? Actually, if we practice, we know already, and day by day, that can make us more stronger, more solid, right? But somehow we go back. Why? And he can reply that question, and he can answer like, because he thought he knows a lot. He knows a lot. He knows how to practice, how to walk in, how to practice many things, and that somehow he's very proud that he lose something, and that's why one day somehow we very good, but 10 years, be careful. That story remind me, how am I? I need to humble, because every day we will think like, oh, I know many things already. And in the sutra, one time Buddha said, if you practice this after 3 months, you will get liberation. And then Buddha looked around, and Buddha said, oh, maybe something wrong. Because he knows many people, they don't have time, or they don't have, how to say, like patience to keep the practice very long time, like 3 months. And Buddha said, oh, never mind. You only need to practice 7 days only. You can get liberation. And then Buddha said, too long. still too long. Buddha said, okay, only 1 day. Only 1 day you can get. Why Buddha said that? Because Buddha really loves the people, and he really wants the people to focus, to practice. But somehow the people, they very boring, and they very bored. They don't have enough time, or they don't have patience to keep the practice more long time. And that's really touched me, because Buddha has a lot of love. And one image always in my mind to remind my practices. When I practice, look like I go to the wall, and behind me lie the enemies. I have no choice. I cannot return, and I cannot ask, oh, please give me more time to practice, or please give me to rest something, because I cannot. And my enemies, they behind me, and they say, okay, go ahead. If you go back, okay, go away. That's really strong remind, and that's made me very careful about it. Today I shared this some stories, because I really want to remind myself, what am I, who am I, how I'm practice. And for me, I don't want to wait the time, like how long I can live. And that's why, if I can do for my family, I can do right away. I don't want to wait. When I was a child, I saw one old man, he passed away, and his daughter come uh, and she cries a lot. She said, "Oh, my dad, please wake up again. I really love you. I want to buy something. I want to buy food. I want to hang out with you. I want to enjoy with you." But that's true? No, I don't think so. That's the human being. We always lost something and we feel lost. And when the time I feel that's not good. That's why if I love my family, I need to tell them. I need to share with them. And I really love to invite all of us to come back ourselves and recognize what is what do you have now, like your family, your partner, your children, and everything you have, and recognize that very clear, and you can live with wholeheartedly, because the time like an arrow. Okay, please listen once out the bell, and we can come back ourselves, and we can recognize what what do we have, and smiling, appreciate about it. I think 12 years ago, that time uh, I saw our brothers. He changed the water in a pond, and I saw many small fish, and they say tadpoles, right? Tadpoles. You know this? Tad tadpoles. Yeah, a lot. But young brothers kind of like they they don't have enough, patience to save all of them. And I saw many tape tadpoles uh, are dying, and I feel very hard to me. But that time I don't know how can I save them, because my thinking, I want to save all of them, not not yeah, not left someone. I really want to save all, and I go around, but suddenly I saw Venerable, and I came to him, and he asked that question, how can I do? Because many tats or tadpoles are dying, and Venerable, he smiled. He said, in the life you cannot do all things. You only do wholeheartedly on your own only. Wow, that's very good teaching. And I really appreciate about that. And I come to the dining hall, and I take the bowl and the spoon. I say one by one, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a lot. And that story, like We don't need to do all. We only do ourselves, our own only, but very wholeheartedly, because that's the best thing we can do or we can offer. And I really appreciate about that every moment, if I can, with my brothers, my sisters, my family, the who I can contact with, because I know this is the last moment, the last time I can. Well, in Vietnam we have one song, um, exactly the title, If You Had Only Left One Day to Live. And that song very beautiful. I really love that song. And in that song they have uh, the sentence is, if I only had one day left to live, I will be too late without a sincere apology. Sad because I met another sad. Please forgive ourselves. If I only had one day left to live, suddenly realized that the life is so beautiful. Please listen the song. Like,
if I only had one day left to live, take me back to my homeland, so I may visit the old village of my roots. Let me dream of my parents' language. If I only had one day left to live, grant a wish. The person I love will be comfortable and gentle and have a warm smile. Let my child live a peaceful and happy life. If I only had one day left to live, how can I repay life? How do I repay so many people who lift me up through the precarious steps of life? If I only had one day left to live, how can I atone for all my transgressions? How can I find peace in my soul? Move my pair of hands in the middle of dawn. Let me be like the shadow of a cloud, wandering through this world. Let me see the stars in the sky, in the middle of the meadow. Let me be like a song, fly far away. Let me be grateful for life, thanking everyone. Let me live in your heart like lyrics to a song. If I only had one day left to live, it will be too late without a sincere apology. Sad because I made another sad. Please forgive ourselves. If I only had one day left to live, suddenly realized that life is so beautiful.
cho tôi như bóng mây lang thang qua cõi này, cho tôi được ngắm sao trên trời giữa hương đông cỏ nổi. cho tôi như khúc ca bay đi xa giấc xa, cho tôi được cảm ơn cuộc đời, cảm ơn mọi người, cho tôi được sống trong tim người bằng những bài ca. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, người đưa tôi về đến quê nhà, để tôi thăm làng xưa muôn cội, cho tôi mơ tiếng mẹ cha. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, người cho tôi một khúc kinh cầu, người tôi thương êm ấm môi cười, cho tôi bước đợi yên vui. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, làm sao ta trả ơn cuộc đời, làm sao ta trả ơn bao người nâng ta lên qua bước đợi trên ven. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, làm sao ta trút hết lỗi lầm, làm sao ta thanh thản tâm hồn, xuôi đôi tay đi giữa hừng đông. Cho tôi như bóng mây lang thang qua cõi này, cho tôi được ngắm sao trên trời giữa hương đông còn nổi. Cho tôi như khúc ca bay đi xa rất xa, cho tôi được cảm ơn cuộc đời, cảm ơn mọi người, cho tôi được sống trong tim mình bằng những lời ca. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, muộn màng không lời nói dối chân thành, buồn vì ai ta làm ta buồn, xin bao dung tha thứ vì nhau. Nếu chỉ còn một ngày để sống, chợt nhận ra cuộc đời quá đẹp, phải chăng ta có lúc vội vàng nên ra đi chưa được bình an, phải chăng ta có lúc vội vàng nên ra đi chưa được bình an. Dear friends, this song really beautiful, and the last sentence is, if you still have your siblings, your family, please come back and take care of them wholeheartedly. And today I share this. That's not like the negative thinking. This really good reminders about we need to do, we need to appreciate, we need to present That's I call the positive thinking, because that's make me to look more deeply in my life. And I can do now or never. And that's our practice. Because tomorrow many things change. And I hope today we we can, we can come back and recognize all of them and to live exactly like when they left. Please enjoy. Thank you for listening and enjoy your day and your one left day too.